Hello. Update. So I haven't posted in about a month, and I think the one before the last one I just posted a month ago, the one before that I posted a month before that too. So overall, the quantity of videos have slowed down, and part of that's the fact that I got a job now, and it's not even a job that I work a lot of hours at all, but for me and my brain, for some reason, when I have a job, it's like the only thing I can think about, and I feel like it's the only aspect of my life. And so when I get off work, I'm like, just want to completely do nothing, almost to compensate for it. And then on the days off that I have, I'm like counting down the hours until I have to go to bed, because that's when the work day basically is going to start, because I'm going to fall asleep, and then 5 seconds, in what feels like 5 seconds, I'll be going back to work. So like, I just can never stop thinking about work. When it's the work day I work, then I'm thinking about work, obviously. When it's my day off, I'm thinking about how long until I have to go to work again. And so when I finally do have time off, like, which is a lot actually, because I don't work that many hours. I'm part time. I've worked full time in the past, but right now I'm part time. I can't think about anything else at all times. It's like the only thing I think about, and I feel like it's the only aspect to my life. And I think I've talked about this in other videos, but another thing is a reason I haven't been posting is that I have like a huge well, not a huge backlog. I just been super distracted with that. That's the main reason. And I haven't been thinking about different things, like subjects I want to talk about, or different aspects. And then on top of that, I have recorded, but it's so sporadic and not unorganized. So like, it creates this feeling of like, fuck, if I'm gonna post, then I gotta figure out what the fuck am I even gonna upload, like what am I gonna combine, and it's gonna be chaotic, hard to filter through all the shit that I've recorded, because there's no real common theme to it. And then since I haven't been posting this whole time, and I record sporadically, I've got a good chunk of just an unorganized mess of random clips, and so it makes me like, I don't want to fucking do that. And so I decided, I'd really want to get back into it, because I just want to keep trying to force this to be a habit, no matter how many times I fail, hoping that one day it'll click. And so in order to do that, I just gotta record something. So I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna record something new and then upload that. So that's what's been happening. Um, let's get an update on everything, I guess. Still working the job, although it's been going downhill. I no called, no showed the other day, and I've just been calling out a lot. I don't think I missed like 3 Fridays in a row. And then I worked it, and then I no call, no showed. I think I'm just lucky that there are other people with bigger. I don't know. It's a whole thing, but and no call, or didn't no call. I called out today, so I'm probably gonna be in big trouble when I go back. I'll probably get put on a final, which I'm honestly okay with, just because I don't make moves unless there's a fire under my ass. And so the prospect of getting fired is going to motivate me. Not even motivate, because I won't feel motivated, but it'll push me to like start looking for jobs and stuff like that, which I just am, because hate going to work. I hate going to work. And honestly, the grass is not always greener, so honestly, this job is pretty fucking easy. The people are chill. It's just always a grass is always greener thing. I'm like, oh, I need to get a different job. But in reality, I don't even know if I'd like another job more than I like this one. But that's how I feel. But I can't apply to jobs because I can't lock in. I can't, to not just use a buzzword, like I can't do what I need to do every day. And I've been over that a lot. But that is still my struggle, of course. I have not fixed that. My struggle is still not being able to do anything to push me towards my goals. And I just feel really afraid that, like, I don't know, the longer it takes, the more I fail, the more I'm like, fuck. Like, I don't know if I actually can do this. It just feels like I have no free will. No matter how bad I feel the day before or the same day, as soon as I'm at home, I just cease to exist. So when I go to work, I feel like shit, and I'm like, I gotta get a new job, I gotta do school, I gotta do all this stuff. I'm gonna do it as soon as I get home, and as soon as I get home, those bad feelings go away because now I'm at home, and because there's no bad feelings, I cease to exist, and I don't do anything productive. I just mindlessly drift. It's not even like I'm conscious that I'm wasting time, but it's always like, well, in 10 minutes, but those 10 minutes always turn into 10 to 12 hours. They always turn into my entire day. And I know what I'm doing wrong, and I just cannot fix it. And I know I just do the same mistakes every single day. I just feel like I'm not even a person. And so I view myself more as an NPC than I ever have before. Like I'm living in someone else's world, because clearly I'm not living a life. I don't have any agency over my life, you know. And now I'm starting to feel like, because I never felt like other people were better than me, and I still don't feel like people are better than me, but I just no longer see myself as an eventual winner. I see myself more as like, oh, I am a loser. Like, this is what a loser is like. I am living the loser lifestyle, and I am. And it's just a way of viewing myself that I've never really like. I always had self-hatred thoughts in my brain. You know, you're not shit, and you fucking suck. But it's different now. I guess because my external reality is more so matching up with my internal self-hatred. So it's like, it's, you know, if there's just internal self-hatred, but you're just fucking still in high school and you have plenty of time to figure things out, then it doesn't hit as hard. But when the reality of your life matches with the internal hatred, then you have no choice but to acknowledge it, face it. So, I don't know. That's what's been happening. And so that's with work. What else? I did the other day, after a long time, I'm trying to find a way to adjust this so it's comfortable. Let me try to hold it like this. So after a long time of not hitting up people that I needed to hit up, by the way, one good thing, I spent a little bit of time with my family. You know, I was thinking about this with other people. Like, I viewed my friends' actions, and I viewed my girlfriend's actions, and I viewed even my own family members' actions, and I'm like, people go and visit their family. And I've had this type of thought with, like, just going out and doing things. I'm like, people just go to the store and buy shit for themselves, or just, like, walk around. I never do that. If I'm off, then I'm just in my room doom scrolling, just scrolling on the internet, doing nothing, like I'm rotting. That's what I do in my free time. When I have free time, when I have no, like, mission to be, like, if I have no obligation to be somewhere, then I'm not doing anything, and I'm just sitting on my computer. But other people, they go out to the store and shit. And then this is another thing that I noticed, is that people visit their family members. My own family will do that. My friends will do that. I just thought about that. I'm like, they just go to their mom's house and just to hang out for a bit, or their grandparents or something like that. And my girlfriend does the same thing. I'm like, why? Even my brother and stuff does this. I'm like, why don't I do that? You know, I don't visit anybody. I don't do anything. I just sit inside and rot. And so one of the good things I did recently is that I made an effort to just visit my mom because she had a surgery recently. Same thing with my grandpa. And I know it seems like they weren't like life-threatening surgeries or anything, but it just kind of motivated me, like, yeah, go visit them and check up on them. That's what people do. And I really liked that I did that. And I want to do that, obviously, when there's not even a reason to do that. I just want to do it more. Recently, I've been understanding the lessons that people who are older than you when you're young tell you that you don't, you know, you kind of hear it, and it's not that you're against it, you just don't really think too much about it. You know, it's kind of honestly in one ear, out the other. Like, okay, you know, hey, make sure you love your family, like they're not going to be here forever. Okay. But you don't really think about it that much. Well, I don't want to put bad energy in the world. I don't want to think about it too hard. But I'm understanding that life isn't out forever, more so than ever. And stuff, and just everything, let me just say, just everything in that nature. Everything that comes with that, knock on wood. I'm paranoid like that. So, now that I'm understanding that a little bit more, I want to make an effort for sure to spend time with my family because I do love them deeply. I love them so much. I love my family. They're a great family. And so I'm just feeling that emotionally way more on a deeper level than ever before and being grateful for them. And so I want to put in the effort of showing that, talk in the group chat more. I don't talk in the group chat at all. Talk to my brothers more. Go visit my family, stuff like that. I want to do that. I want to make sure I do that. And I did that not too long ago, like 2 weeks ago. And I want to do it more often. My mom just invited me to go with my grandpa, with my grandpa and her to watch the new Spider-Man movie, and I'm definitely going to do that. Whereas before, it's not even because I didn't want to hang out with them. I was just so chronically, I was like in a cave that I didn't want to do anything, so I would have declined. I'd be like, oh, I don't really want to see a movie. But now I definitely want to go and do that and spend time with them. So that was a good thing. Fuck, what was the other thing that I was trying to think of? Oh yeah, another good thing. For a second there, I was talking to my friends quite often. I fell off recently, but texting them back, that was good. But another recent thing is that I texted a bunch of people that were sitting in my messages unresponded to. One of them being my old sponsor. I haven't talked to him in like a year and a half, 2 years, and he hits me up every few months, and I don't respond. I responded a couple of days ago, maybe a week ago by now. Now, when he responded, I still, once again, have not responded. So I'm going to do that after I record this video. So I will 100% do that after recording this video. So I just want that to be said. But I was happy that I hit them up. I was happy that I hit some other people in my family up as well, and my friends. I was very happy to do that. And now the problem is that when I do good things, they don't last very long. I'll do a good thing, and then for like a day, and then I go on a 3-month binge of doing nothing. But that's a whole nother thing. I think I've talked about that before. But that's just something that I'm grateful for, is that I did that. And I'm going to respond to him again. And I want to meet with him again. And I don't know if I'm going to go through the full AA pipeline of meetings all the time, but they might be good for me because I've been thinking about going back to therapy. I think talking through things would be better, would be good for me again. I used to do that, but so that was good. I'm happy I did that. I'm gonna hit him up again and look into maybe go to a meeting every once in a week just to get out the house and be around people that are trying to improve their lives, and then also trying to maybe get a therapist soon again. And then just general things like go to the doctor, dentist. I miss my dentist appointment because I forget. All my life is just forgetting things. Not locking in and then forgetting things as well. Like I'm so just scattered. Like not even just absent. Like I keep forgetting to take my that's also the next thing. I hopped on this medicine and I was taking it consistently for a second. But so that's a good thing. But then I started falling off within the past few weeks because I just can't fucking remember when I have to take my medicine, and then it's too late and I'm like, oh, let me take it in the morning, and then I forget again. So, but I'm hoping that helps me. It's an antidepressant, but it's supposed to help with ADD, which I got diagnosed with in rehab, and I kind of was like, because it seemed like a couple people had gotten diagnosed with it, and I was like, did they just diagnose everybody with that? But I am really like spacey and really like just always thinking about something else, and just always thinking about something else constantly. Like even if I try to focus, I say, like I remember being in class, I'd be like, I'm going to focus on this, because I just keep drifting off. As I'm trying to focus, like I drift off again, always. And so I don't know, maybe it's bullshit diagnosis, maybe it's not, but I do think the more I thought about it afterwards, when I was like, I don't know about this, the more I was like, maybe I do have it. It's just that I feel like nowadays there's like a desire to have things, and I don't know, but I also don't want that to me being a little suspicious to get in the way of like a potentially real diagnosis. You know, if I got something that I'm struggling, clearly I'm struggling with something. I mean, maybe it's just not a mental problem. I don't know. Maybe it literally is just my inability, inadequacy, and that's definitely a part of it. Let's say even if I had ADD, uh, that wouldn't excuse my inadequacies as a person. Like I still have tons of flaws that I have to work through, and I don't ever want to pretend like I don't, or to make excuses as to it's this thing or that thing, because I got plenty of flaws that I got to work through, regardless of a potential diagnosis or no diagnosis or whatever. You know, I never want to blame external things, especially because that does nobody help. If I blame external things, like I'm never going to improve on the things that I need to improve on, I'm going to be stuck forever, and I don't want to be stuck forever. So, but yeah, I've been going to the gym. Now that's been going pretty good. My shoulder keeps getting in my fucking way, which is really annoying because it's holding me back. And I can't do pushing exercises because it was too bad on my wrists and my elbows and my shoulder. But my pull-ups have been going fantastic. Just a little bit of shoulder tweakage, which I'm worried about, but they've been going great. I'm almost to the point because I've been using resistance bands and doing pull-ups like that, assisted pull-ups, and I'm on the lightest one, the green one, and so soon enough I'll be doing it without, and it's still really difficult. Like last time I did 4 sets of 8, and I was really struggling. It was hard from the beginning on the first set, but I still managed to somehow do it. And that's the most I've ever done. So I'm trying. My biggest problem is lack of sleep, and I'm a little concerned for my brain and just overall body health because ever since getting this job, my sleep has been horrendous. I've been getting like 3 hours sleep, 5 max. Like it's really bad. And when I first started, I was pulling all-nighters. Like it's so bad for and like I was like, oh well, okay, for a few days it's not that bad, but now it's been months and I still get horrible sleep. Like I'm really kind of concerned for my brain and stuff because I know sleep is more important than anything. But regardless of that, also it's important for gains, and I haven't been getting good sleep, which means bad recovery, and and I haven't been hitting my calorie or protein goal. Haven't even been tracking those things. So I gotta just get back. My whole life is just a mess. And I need to stretch every day, but I don't do that. Both wrist rehab and just regular stretching, and I don't do those things. So it's just like every day is just filled with shame because of my lack of. I just not able to do things. But the gym is going well overall. I'm happy with the progress I've been making, and I'm grateful because sometimes I'm like I'm all defeated because I can't do certain things like bench or something like that or whatever. But then my girlfriend reminds me, she's like, well, it's better than nothing. And I think about that, I'm like, yeah, it is, because before I couldn't even lift grocery bags without being in severe pain. I couldn't even use a mouse without being in severe pain. Every time I went to sleep, all day, from the moment I woke up to the moment I fell asleep, I was in excruciating fucking pain. It was horrible. It was from my elbows to my wrists to my hands, and it was horrible. It was horrible. And now I'm able to do so much more. Like I don't even think about it with a lot of my tasks. Like I still do get aggravation, but it's like a repeated thing. Like I can bring in groceries, I can carry the water jug in, like I can do workouts that are actually intense. Sure, they're not exactly what I want to be doing, but they are more than I have been able to do for years. I hurt myself in 2018, so I definitely need to look on the bright side more, because all I do is think about the negative. And my girlfriend kind of pointed that out the other day, is that, you should write down some positive things in your journal and shit, because you only write down the negative things. And that is true. And that's because my brain focuses on the negative things and kind of has a negative filter so only negative thoughts can get past my brain, or enter my brain. Negative thoughts towards my situation and more so myself than anything. I just have a lot of, and I realized that when I was at work one day, I was just beating the fuck out of myself. I was just, inside of my head, I was just talking the craziest, most ruthless shit about myself to myself in my head. And I was like, this isn't normal. You're not supposed to go to work and just be like, you're a fucking piece of trash. Remember that fucking moment, blah, blah, blah. You're fucking garbage. Or just whatever. Like, you're just fucking helpless. You'll never fucking say, like, that's not, and I just do that all day. I'm like, that ain't normal. You're not supposed to be, like, I'm pretty sure the average person isn't just walking around and having that just be the constant mode of thinking in your brain. You know what I mean? Like, when I drop my girlfriend off at work and I'm coming here alone, like, it shouldn't feel like I'm being sentenced to fucking death because I know my brain is gonna fucking be hella negative. Like, that's not normal stuff. And so, I'm trying, if I'm conscious about it, which is the problem, because a lot of the times I'm not conscious of the way I'm acting or the way I'm thinking. And it's hard to be conscious because of the way my brain works. It's always drifting off into space, always forgetting and just thinking about something else. That feels like I have ADD. So it's hard to be conscious because it's like I'm not even thinking about whether or not I'm conscious or not. But I got this little book from Goodwill. It is a gratitude journal, and I'll show you a little bit inside. So it's got like a quote at the top. I don't know whose quote that is. And it's got days of the month. And all you're supposed to do is write down things you're grateful for. And, you know, I feel like what a great coincidence it was there for me, right? I was happy to see that. I needed, I was just there for books. I like to go look for books because you can get books for really cheap. And it's good practice for me because when I have a book that's in good condition and it's new, then I don't want to even read it because I don't want to mess it up. So buying a book from Goodwill that's a little bit beat up, it doesn't matter to me, and it makes the focus on reading, which is what you should be focused on, you know. Having a pretty library is pretty cool too, but like I said, I get too like fucking spaz about it where I'm like, oh my god, I can't even read this shit because I don't want to mess it up. So it's nice to have some beat up books. So I like to get books at Goodwill, and you can find some good ones for really cheap, like really fucking cheap. You know, because reading actual books and comics is like kind of an expensive hobby. So getting them for dirt cheap is pretty awesome. The downside obviously is that you can't control what you get, but you know, it's pretty cool. I'm just getting a fat collection just from picking up random classics here or there, or books that I've heard about here or there, and I'm getting like a kind of a decent chunk of backlog, which is pretty cool. Because this amount of books, if I bought new, would have cost a lot. But yeah, so I got that journal to try to help me lock in, or to be grateful for things and think more positively. And anytime I'm conscious, I try to think more positively, and there are things that I'm grateful for. You know, my life isn't. There's aspects of my life that are really good. A lot of the bad aspects of my life really do just revolve around me and my brain. And so yeah, that's why I hopped on the medicine in hopes that, because I'm getting a little desperate. Like, I don't want the medicine, but it's better than doing this shit every day. I'd much rather hop on some medicine and have to take that every day than to do this shit every fucking day. Like, I don't give a fuck. You know, fuck this. I don't want to do this shit. Like, I don't want to feel this way. And I'm not even super against medicine, but obviously you'd prefer to be able to do it without it. But anything at this point, just something help me, please. But yeah. So, anyways, another last thing, because I know this is pretty long already, but man, every day I just feel so bad at the end of it because I haven't done anything. Well, I'm getting really close to finishing my project, but I can't consistently do it. But what I did do the other day, I think literally yesterday or the day before, was I finally created the second channel. I have been thinking about it for months and months, and always back down because I'm like just scared. And I finally did it, and it took like 5 fucking minutes. And so I'm like, why couldn't you just do that? And before. And I'm happy about it, but it's like, am I only going to be able to take one step every 5 to 6 months? You know, I'm not going to get anywhere if I can only take one step every 5 to 6 months, and it's like this monumentous effort over something so small. Like making that channel took 5 seconds to 5 minutes, but I've been thinking about it for so long. You know, I was just feeling the desperation so intensely in the moment. Like I said, I only do things when I have a fire under my ass. I was feeling the desperation so intensely in that moment, and the feeling of being a bum failure, and I'm going to be this way forever, so intensely in that moment that it finally made me get the fuck up and make that channel. But let's not focus on the bad side. Okay, sure, I would like to be able to do that more often, but the good thing, let's focus on that, right? I did it, and it's there, and it's created, so I'm happy about that. Now I can edit that video that I filmed in April knowing that there's actually something I can do with it, and I'm hoping that that motivates me to work on it more, because I know that as soon as it's done I can actually upload it. So that's good. I'm very happy with that. But you know, another desperation thing that made me feel like that is it's August. It's August, and I have posted 0 videos to that channel. I said I wanted to post once a month, which is not even an unreasonable thing. That's actually kind of, for a lot of people, be like, once a month, that's nothing. But that's not something to focus on either. I would like to post once a month, and it's been January, February, March, April, May, June, July. It's been 7 months. It's August now, but it's the beginning of August. It's been 7 months, and I haven't uploaded a single video. So I'm not going to beat the shit out of myself over that, because I've been doing that. And I can't control the past, so all I control is the future. And so I created the channel. It's ready to go. So now I just need to edit that video I made in April and get that uploaded, and also start uploading to this channel more or just get back into the swing of things with this channel. So with that other channel, I want to have the same energy that I kind of have with this one. You know, with this one, I don't want to think too hard about things. I just want to make content so that I can get used to what it's like to be making content again. So I don't want everything to be picture perfect. I don't want to sit there and brainstorm for ideas. You know, it's just something that I just upload. It's like, it's real. It's just me. It's just documentary about my life. Which I was thinking about that too. I was making a documentary before even creating this channel, and there's a huge chunk of time where I'm like, was I just not recording things during that time? And I think it's because I really got hardcore addicted to alcohol again. But I feel like I lost a piece of what could have been of me by not recording during that time period. So I feel really upset about that. But it's okay. Like I said, just start doing it again. I should update more. I just don't know what the fine balance is, because when I didn't have the channel, I just recorded anything because I knew that it wasn't necessarily going to be uploaded, so I didn't need to worry about it being like good enough. Whereas now I kind of think whether or not it's good enough, when really I should just be recording anything that comes to mind, anything. So that's a good mentality to try to remember, just record anything. But with the other channel, you know, I think about like people like Filthy Frank, and I have a lot of influences, but one of the things that I liked about his channel is that it seemed like he just uploaded whatever the fuck came to his brain. Some of it was just straight shit posting. And I like that mentality, because like obviously I have a hard time with uploading and being consistent. And that is because of my fear of failure, my fear of making bad content and stuff like that. So what I want to do with that new channel that I made is I want it to have the same mentality of this one, where I'm not super worried about uploading perfect content, just posting like anything, just almost like shit posting, to just post for the sake of fucking post. If something like mildly entertaining, just fucking post it. If you just want to post something stupid, fucking post it. Just post fucking anything. Just post. Get into the mindset of posting. You know, if I want to play a game, post a game. If I want to just upload a clip of some random bullshit, post a clip of some random fucking retarded ass bullshit. If you want to fucking make a good video, then upload that. So that's what it's hard to explain what I mean, but if you've seen Filthy Frank and look at his content, then there was so much pressure on I don't know. I just put so much pressure on myself. So it's like, how do I break free from this? Like, I just want to post things that interest me and get into the. And then one day, like maybe I could refine my content. But right now is not the time. Right now is the time to just make things and just fucking get going. I mean, everyone on YouTube, like you have to post for years, and it's just like the older I get, the more I'm like, dude. And I look at these people that already have. I just don't see my like I look at creators and it's hard to imagine myself as one of those people because I'm just so it's hard to imagine myself not like being afraid just not being afraid, I guess is the way to describe it. Like it's really hard to imagine me with like views because I feel like it's like pressure, and that just ties into the fear again. Like it's like pressure. And I guess a part of me feels like maybe not good enough either. Like me as a human being is not valuable enough to be able to not like because I don't even think that way. I don't view content creators as like valuable or like above the average person at all, and I mean that. I swear on my life I mean that. But I don't know, I guess I no, you know what it is? I think I have a hard time imagining myself having a nice life that's good and things are going good for me. It's not even specifically about the content creation. It's just that's what I want to do with my life. But just in general, it's hard because I feel the same way when I think about like a coding job, like a professional coding job. I see these people with great jobs, and they take vacations and they got money and they go and do things with their significant. And I have a hard time envisioning that for me because I'm so used to living such a shitty life and having such a horrible view of myself that I just don't. It's not even that I can't envision it. I just don't think it's a reality for me. Like, I view them as like, and I know everyone's got problems, but in my brain they're like clean cut and they got good lives and they're nice and they're good. Like, I don't know, they got to figure it out and they're doing well. Like they went to fucking college and they got a good job and shit, or they they started streaming every day and they fucking succeeded in that. And I don't view myself as that same type of person. I view myself as kind of like just flawed. But luckily, like, I don't know, I am going to force myself to just try anyways. I don't have to view myself in that light. I don't have to view myself as a person who's capable of about that. All I have to do is do what is necessary, what I know is the path. So I think about it logic. That's how I feel emotionally. Emotionally, I don't view myself as that person. I got self-hatred. But logically, I understand that the way to succeed is to do the thing. So the way to succeed in content creation is to upload videos. So even if my brain is telling me you're fucking, this shit sucks, you suck. Even if my brain's screaming that at me, I know logically that all I gotta do is post. Make content and post. And don't worry about the future. Don't worry about whether or not you're even fucking good enough. Don't worry about shit like that. And don't worry about the future. You know what has to happen if you want to do this thing. So do that. Do it logically. Don't do it emotionally, right? Don't think about it emotionally. Think about it logically. Okay, what do I have to do? I have to upload a video. Okay. So how do I do that? Well, gotta do this, this, and this. You know what I mean? Do you get what I'm saying? Don't worry about how I feel about myself. Don't worry about the future. Don't worry about any of that shit. Just try to make something. So, yeah. I got that. Yeah, so I got that YouTube channel. I'm going to edit that video I made from now on. And I'm going to start posting here regularly and try to record just record more, even so that I keep the documentary feel. I don't want a couple videos every month to look back on. I want like a video every couple of days to look back on, you know what I mean? And it's funny too because I was like, the YouTubers used to have vlog channels and shit, right? And some of them still do, but they used to all create secondary vlog channels. And I was like, I don't want to do that. I just want one main channel. But accidentally, this has kind of turned into that. But I wouldn't call it a vlog channel. I wouldn't even call it a documentary channel. I don't know what it is. It's just more so like a glimpse at like my journey, I guess, and just trying to overcome things. So I don't know. It's its own thing, but I'm gonna keep it separate from the main channel because they're two different identities, and I don't want them to intersect. They just serve different purposes, and yeah. And I don't want one to succeed because the other one succeeded. I want them to both succeed independently of each other. And this one is not even more so about success because this is more so about like, we live in a very special time period where we can record things, and people from any time period from now forward are going to be able to look back on it. So a person from like 100 years from now potentially could look back and watch this video. And that's something that we didn't have before. We had like books and writings and stuff like that, and that is good too. But there is something obviously special and unique about being able to actually see it and hear it from the person's own mouth. And so as being someone who struggles so much with just such basic things and struggles with self-hatred, I just see this as an opportunity to document everything, document how I overcome these things, and so people in the future can use it like a tool and then potentially do it themselves, document their own journey, so that people in the future, once again, because I watch lots of people and they give me strength, and my people in my regular life give me strength, and honestly a part of me just feels like that I have a purpose in some point, in some aspect. Part of me feels like I have a purpose, and I don't even know what it is, but I feel like this is one aspect of it. I just feel like drawn to it automatically. So why do you feel drawn to things? Who knows? But I feel like this just makes sense for me to do. So I'm happy to do it, and I want to do it because I want to do it, and I don't want to unfulfill something that I was supposed to do, and I don't even know why I would be supposed to do it. I'm not even like, I just, I don't want to get too weird, but I'm just drawn to it, so I want to do it. But just let me also not say that that's not even like the main reason. Like, I don't want to paint myself as like I'm doing some fucking service to the world or some shit. Like I'm not. This is just like a random YouTube channel, and I'm just like, I want to record it because it's also therapeutic towards me too, right? I mean, that's the main reason. Is like, I don't know. I don't want to make it seem like I'm fucking doing some heroic shit because I'm not, and I don't want to paint myself as anything that other than just some random motherfucker with a camera, because that's all I am, is some random motherfucker with a camera. So let me just get that straight. And that's all I want to be. That's all I want to be, is a random motherfucker with a camera. That's all I want to be. And that's all I want to paint myself as. I overthink shit too much. I've been told I overthink, and I know I do. But anyways. So yeah. Let's move on from that. That's what I've said for now. This video's long enough, so yeah. What I have been doing, I think I'm going to include this because why not? Maybe. Fuck it, I'll include it with this one because why not? What I have been doing these past 2 days is trying to configure this damn fucking thing. I downloaded RetroDeck on my desktop. So RetroDeck, this is completely unrelated. This has nothing to do with my life and shit. This is gaming, okay? So I just want to include it because why not? So RetroDeck is a app that combines a bunch of different emulators into one basically unified package. So emulators are basically these pieces of software that allow you to mimic consoles. So like the PlayStation 2, the GameCube and stuff, and they mimic these consoles so that you can play retro games on them. So play GameCube games, play Wii games, I know someone was like, Wii's retro? You're making me feel old. I don't know if it would count as retro, but like NES, stuff like that. So if you have emulators, you can play old school games on your PC or your handheld or like a Steam Deck or something like that. And so Jesus Christ, RetroDeck is just one method of doing that, and it is a more like all in one package that you doesn't require as much manually configuring, because you kind of, you could download all the individual emulators themselves, the NES one, the SNES one, the GameCube one, the Wii one, and can kind of combine them and configure them all by yourself. Or you could just download RetroDeck, and it comes with all of them already, and it comes with them already configured. Now you can configure it further if you would like, but it comes all configured so that it's more of a just like download it and go type of situation. Now you still need to download the games themselves, and you still need to get the firmware or the BIOS, which I don't even know exactly what those are, but basically they're needed to make the emulators work properly. You're supposed to obtain both of these items legally. So you're supposed to get your firmware and BIOS from the systems themselves that you legally own, apparently. And you're supposed to get the BIOS from games you legally own, apparently. But, shit happens. But, yeah, so I've been setting that up on Steam. And so I think I'll show off my setup or whatever. I'll have to show you guys tomorrow or in a separate video because it's not working. I'm trying to set up OBS. I've never set it up before. I don't have to use OBS, but I don't know. I've heard good things about it, I guess. Or not even that. I haven't heard shit about it, honestly. I just know that a lot of people use it. I should go back to Bandicam like I used to back in the day. Honestly, not a bad idea. But anyways, nothing's working right now, so I'm going to try again tomorrow or just make it a different video. We'll see. I guess you'll find out in 5 seconds or 1 second. But if I do it in a separate video, thank you for watching. And I shall see you in the next one. I need to come up with a better non-basic ass bitch way of saying it.